Shedeur, how's Cleveland treating you, bro?
Cleveland's cool, bro.
Well, now tuned in to the Dark Times channel.
And so here we go again, back with another one. Welcome back to the Dark Times channel. And so day one of the Cleveland Browns practice, and guess who's already turning heads? Shedeur Sanders. And reports say on day one of practice, Shedeur Sanders was already outperforming the 6-year college starter Dillon Gabriel. And this is one of the reporters at ESPN. He tweeted, "Yes, it's just the first day of rookie minicamp, but Shedeur Sanders looks sharper than Dillon Gabriel. This is only the beginning. The competition is real and is going to be one of the stories of the season. No doubt about it." And one of the things that popped out to me, one of the things that stood out to me was just how comfortable Shedeur Sanders looked and just how comfortable everybody looked with him. Because one of the things that we heard going into the draft and even after the draft was that Shedeur wasn't going to have his daddy anymore.
Whether we were right, whether we were wrong, it don't matter. He's now in an NFL camp, and his daddy doesn't get to go with him, and his brother doesn't get to go and document all of it for him.
Time. Why is it that it's a problem? Because Shedeur said, "Look, I didn't know it was a problem to have your dad in your life. I didn't know it was a problem for your parents to want what's best for their child."
How you played, I don't respect a lot of things you did, not because of me, because of Pops.
How you doing? I love you. You gonna make me cry, man. I love you so much. God, I love you.
Normally, that's what we do. We try to do everything
It's
we
us.
possibly can to put our kids in the best position. Right. If they can't get a scholarship, we pay for them to go to college.
Well, it was a problem for LeVar Ball.
That if you would, please.
Well, like I said, my sons are like phones. I keep making them better and better. And I always had this concept right here where I've said at the moment right now, Lonzo's the best.
Yeah.
Jello is my strongest, so he has the potential to be the best because on the next level, they get bigger and faster. He like that naturally. Melo's going to be the best on the fact that he's the youngest.
Right.
More experience learning from his other brothers.
Right.
But when,
So that's
when
where
you
he's
told
at.
me that, he's a sophomore, I guess.
He might have been 14 to 15.
All three sons, you have kids. They're being forced to do it. They're being told you will start basketball at age 6, like Lonzo told us. And whenever you asked him a question, I think he said, 5 words? And he looks terrified whenever he's talking. He looks genuinely afraid.
On LeVar Ball, I think he's a problem for this kid, and it seems like he's just daddy's little boy, a little robot who's completely controlled by his father.
Sold any shoes yet?
Yeah, I've sold a good amount to me.
How many?
Stay in your lane.
What's the
It's a problem for LeBron.
Yeah.
It's a problem for Prime. Who else is it a problem for? Because I don't see it other places, but I see it on this side. I'm just being the father that God called me to be. Don't get mad at me because I'm there. You're supposed to clap right there, and that was a
And by somehow that Shedeur not being around his father and being around his family was going to make a huge difference, and that somehow he was not going to be able to maybe excel in the same fashion that he did at a Colorado and at a Jackson State. But that's not looking like the case. Like I said, he's out there looking real comfortable, making some great throws, looking like the passes are coming out on time, looking like everything is sharp. And so, of course, it's just day one. There's not a whole lot you can read into day one. But had he not been sharp on day one, we already know what the narrative would be. And so for Shedeur, it's going to be just consistency, doing it day in and day out. As a 5th round pick and with the last name Sanders on the back of his jersey, he's got to do it just a little bit better than anybody in that building. And I think he can. If he plays like he did at Colorado, I think he can do it. And if you listen to him talk, this is not somebody that sounds arrogant. This is not even somebody really that sounds cocky. This is somebody that sounds confident, not only in his football abilities, but sounds confident in who he is.
Do you feel like the draft taught you anything about patience, faith, and perseverance at the stage of your life that you're in right now? Why you say that?
Because, bro, it's like playing quarterback, bro. Like, it didn't matter what was going on when it got to the final 2 minutes of the game. When it got down to the final 2 rounds, like, it was serious and it got done.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, you can't panic. You can't ever, when things ain't going the right way or the way that you want things to go, like, not believe in God, not have confidence within yourself, not, like, have attitudes, turn on everybody. Like, nah, like, you just gotta understand what's going on and just, okay, now what?
Would you say the whole draft process has just added more fuel to the fire for you?
Nah, not really. Like, I don't take this and be like, oh, I'm gonna prove everybody wrong. Like, no, it's just me proving myself right. Like, but I did want to hug my dad and mom at the same time. That's the only thing why. That's the only thing that was on my mind that I ain't go first date, bro. It was because, like, what I was gonna do was try to hug my mom and dad at the same time and kind of, like.
And so it sounds like Shedeur's got the right attitude. A lot of people want Shedeur to have this chip on his shoulder and to go in there and try to prove the league wrong, all 32 teams wrong, that he should have been the number 1 overall pick or at least a 1st round pick. That would be the wrong attitude to have, because you need focus, you need concentration, you need everything that got you to the point where you are right now, to the quarterback that you are right now. And you don't become great by trying to prove everybody wrong. Like he said, you just got to go out there and prove yourself right. You don't owe anybody else anything. You owe it to yourself. And so I think he's got the right attitude, and it's going to be a long season. Definitely it's going to be a long off season, a lot longer than usual, because all the storylines are going to be focused around the Cleveland Browns and Shedeur Sanders to see what's going on there. And rightfully so, because it's the biggest story in football right now. He's got the number 1 selling jersey. He's got a lot of fan support. He's one of the fan favorites already. And so that's going to be a focal point. And some people are going to like it and some people aren't going to like it. But either way, the NFL is going to benefit from it. But those are my thoughts on it anyway. Make sure you guys go ahead and keep the conversation going on down below. And if you're not new to the channel, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe channel. And if you haven't hit that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me real quick. And as usual, peace and chaos.